West Tech High School's next reunion is one for the books. February marked the 100th anniversary of the school's opening, and while classes are no longer in session at this repurposed building, the memories and the memorabilia are history lessons for us all. West Tech Alumni President Bonnie Dangler has done her homework on this special event, and she's here to turn in her report. All right, welcome. I know you've got great plans to celebrate. We're going to get to that in a minute, but first give us some background on the high school.
Well, as you said, Lori, the school opened February 15th in 1912, and we just celebrated the 100th on the 15th, and we're very excited to be able to bring the memorabilia back to West Tech so that alumni all over can enjoy what took place in those 100 years.
Yeah, started out with only 200 students, you told me.
200 students.
How much was the peak?
5,000. The
That's a big school.
Right.
It's like a college.
And when the 200, they had to climb ladders to get into the building because it wasn't completely finished yet.
Oh my, that's an interesting bit of history. There is some history too. The history of the school kind of mirrored the country anyway, but there was something important, the connection between the students and a World War II plane?
Yes. In 1944, the war was still going on, and the students wanted to do something as part of the war effort, and they collected enough money, over $275,000, and they were able to purchase a plane from the government, and it was going to be named the Spirit of West Tech.
Oh boy.
So we're happy that we were able to do that. We're still trying to track it down as when it went into service and
what happened to it afterward?
Whatever happened to it, right.
And now that the high school is actually on the Register of Historic Places.
Yes, it was put on the Historic Places in 2001. And by doing that, it secures that the building will never be torn down.
Okay, and it's not a school anymore, but there's what, lofts?
It's turned into apartments. Some are the West Tech lofts, and there are some 3-story. You can see they have circular staircases as part of the building, and it's a unique entity, and the old part of the building is still there. The lockers are still there with locks still on them, and it's the original tile floors. This was an original painting from 1912 that has been recently restored to keep the validity alive of the achievement of the schools.
And now the alumni can come back, see the building, see the memorabilia. What's the event?
The event is the 100th year in July 17th to the 21st. We'll be at West Tech. There'll be tours. There'll be a lot of memorabilia, and we're asking alumni to bring the memorabilia back to us. Several things have been already brought to us. We have the museum is in room 101, which is part of the building itself, and we can always use more items. We know that things have been taken away to preserve them. Recently, someone brought us a piece of the fence.
Oh my goodness.
That had disappeared.
And the Alumni Association is still active, still giving out scholarships for those connected,
yes,
right?
And this year, in honor of the 100th year, there'll be 10 $1,000 scholarships awarded in August. And also in the Hall of Fame is in September, which recognizes the achievements of a lot of the West Tech alumni over the years.
That's fantastic. 100 years is a great achievement. So,
yes.
If you are a student at West Tech, or you're a student of our area's history, here's your homework assignment. Use the phone number and website that's coming up next to learn more about the Centennial Celebration and how you can be involved. My thanks to Bonnie Dangler for presenting an A+ report on this information.
For more information, visit the West Tech Alumni website at www.westtech.org.